What's up, Dragon Brood? We are about to look at deck 8 of 10 of the free arena decks, budget upgrades for those decks. And this time we're taking a look at one they called Armed and Dangerous. So this is a red, white, or Boros, if you will, if you're new. That's kind of how we call it here in the Magic world. But this is a Boros equipment deck. So this is going to be a bit different. Definitely doesn't play at all like the other decks, which is really cool. Also, if you have a second, I would like to ask, if you like these types of videos, please remember to like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. If you have people who are interested in building these decks, let them know, because these are exactly the type of decks videos that don't get a lot of help and support on YouTube. There's a reason you don't see a lot of content creators making this type of content, because the beginner content doesn't draw well. So please, if you like it, watch it, share it, check out the playlist of the other videos in this line. But anyway, let's go take a look at this Boros Armed and Dangerous list. Okay, so off the top, it has a little bit of a weird inclusion here with this Kite Sail Cleric. It doesn't really fit. It does fly, and that's kind of nice, but other than that, it's just a 1/1 flyer for 1, which is fine, but not great. It does have a Resolute Strike, which this is kind of nice. It's +2/+2, and then you can take an equipment and attach it if it's a warrior. So we kind of turned this into a warrior equipment list, I think is what it's going for here. Fireblade Charger, great. Zero reason to not play 4 of these. It's a 1/1 for 1, so you can play it early. If it dies, it deals damage. If you put equipment on it, it has haste. So much stuff going for this card for a 1-mana creature. Berkshire Shieldmate, this is fine. It's a warrior. It's a 2/1. When it dies, you get a 1/1. So that's kind of nice. In case your board gets swept, you still get a creature. But it's not spectacular. Dancing Sword we do like, but we're probably only going to leave the 1 that's in here. But it does let a creature get +2/+1. The cool part is, if it dies, you can have the sword become a 2/1 creature. And that's pretty sweet. So yeah, definitely like it. Core Blade Master, it's a warrior. It gives you a bonus of double strike if your things are equipped. No reason not to play 4 of these, so we're definitely going to spend on these. And these are an uncommon as well. This has the Rune of Sustenance that you can put on something and give that thing lifelink. It's fine. I don't love the runes in this list, because you're almost giving up a 2-for-1 situation if your opponent destroys the thing you put it on. And the effect you're getting out of these isn't huge, other than letting you draw a card, which is kind of nice, but not really my jam here. Royal Eruption, we got to have some type of removal, so I don't mind this. I believe we also played this in one of our other decks. Rune of Speed, again, it's another one of those runes that we're just kind of like, meh, it's fine, it's not exciting. It does give something haste, which we like, but we could also just play equipment that straight up just gives stuff haste and just comes with that. Scavenge Blade, I don't mind the Scavenge Blade either, but I feel like it's just okay, and I think we can do better. I mean, a +2 isn't bad, and it's free equip effectively when it comes into play, but like I said, I think we can do better. Maul the Skyclaves, this might be the best equipment right now in Standard that's available. For 3 mana, you get a +2/+2, give a creature flying and first strike, so that's a lot for 3 mana. It's only equip of 4, which isn't that big a deal if you've already had 3 to actually play it. But man, that first strike and the flying is huge on this, so we're probably going to spend some number of rares to upgrade this and play more. Arnie Broken Brow, fine creature. Doesn't really fit though. It's not a warrior. It doesn't care about equipment. It's just haste. I mean, I guess they needed to give you a rare in the list, so I don't know why they chose this one. Dwarven Hammer. This whole series of equipment that you could pay extra and get a creature token or whatever, they're just not great. They're very fine. You know, they're aggressively medium, if you will. That's about it. Kargan War Leader, I think this is a good one here, since everything we're going to want to play is a warrior. This gives all warriors +1/+1, and it's uncommon, so we will be maxing these out to 4. Halvar, God of Battle. This is cool because it kind of gives you extra core Blade Masters, if you will. So if you have something that's equipped, it has double strike. But also, if you just want to play it on the equipment side, the equipment's actually really nice and lets you keep creatures from dying. So we like this a lot too. Brunner Battlehammer, great card. Each equipment you have on a thing gives it additional +2. You can equip for free once per turn, which is awesome. So yeah, nothing wrong with this card. Definitely going to play it. It's a 5/3 creature on top of it. Just really good for 4 mana. Showdown of the Scalds, this is a good late game card. Let you draw 4 and then get some extra bonuses. Not sure how many of these we're going to upgrade to. The card's really good, but we have a lot of other spots we need to be spending rares and mythics here. Pigment Storm. Oh, excuse me. Pigment Storm here is just a lot of mana for not a whole lot. You get to deal 5 to a target creature, which is okay, but like you kind of want the ability to hit whatever you want with your at least creatures and planeswalkers at a minimum. So we're not really big on this. This is probably going to get cut. Then we have Lorehold Command. I really like this card. I'm just not sure because of the cost and what we're doing, how many we want to play in the deck. I love the fact that it can give stuff indestructible so your creatures don't die. It gives you ability to make a creature. It lets you pump your team and let you gain life. It does so many things, but it is also 5 mana. The deck's got a lot it's trying to do. Then this has Shepherd of the Cosmos. It is randomly a Warrior Angel, which is kind of sweet, but it costs 6. And just to get a 2 mana thing back, I'm not sure it's worth it. So we're probably going to pass on this. And Akum Warrior is, well, it's a warrior in its name, but it's a 6 mana 4/5 with trample. Now, it can be a land, and that's pretty cool. But, geez, 6 for a 4/5, effectively not much of anything. Not what we're looking for in this deck for sure. So this is definitely going to get cut. And then we have 8 plains, 10 mountains, 4 the Alpine Meadow, 1 Axgard Armory, which lets you search for an aura or equipment. So we have several equipment, which would be awesome. And then Needle Verge Pathway. So let's take a look at the finalized deck and why we played some of those cards. Okay, so as we said before, Resolute Strike, we don't mind this card. We're going to go ahead and keep it. It's a good +2/+2 and could be a great combat trick to just get to move an equipment for free. Boots of Speed, like I said, we were talking about having another equipment that just has haste. This is great. It's a 1 mana, so if you have nothing else, you just play it on the first turn. It's only 1 to equip, which is really nice. So basically, every creature you have basically says, pay 1, get +1/+0 in haste, right? So all your creatures get to come down and keep fighting. So that's very, very good, especially when you have stuff that can double strike right out of the gate. Fireblade Charger, like we said, we moved this up to 4 full copies. Kept the 1 Dancing Sword, and then we introduced a new card to the list that's a common from Forgotten Realms, but Dwarfhold Champion. Weird name, but it's a 3/1, and then as long as it's equipped, it gets +0/+2. So it could be a 3/3 plus whatever the other bonuses are you're putting on it. And it's only 2 for a 3/1 creature, and we are going to have a lot of cheap equipment, so this actually is really good. So like this a lot, and it's still a warrior, so it gets all your bonuses. Then we have the Core Blade Master. Like I said, we bumped this up to 4. We kept all the Royal Eruption, so we have a little bit of removal in addition to like the Fireblade Charger dying. And then we've had Relic Axe. This is the thing, it's an equipment that's not super, but it is only 2 mana. It comes into play attached to a creature. If the creature is a warrior, it gets +2/+1, so you get a little bit of an extra bonus, and all of our creatures are warriors. And then it equips for only 2 colorless, which we like as well. So this should be pretty good in this list. We didn't go too crazy with the rares, so we just put another Maul of the Skyclave, so that's just 1 additional one for 1 rare there. We did also include an Akiri Fearless Voyager because this helps you draw cards whenever you're attacking with things that are equipped. So that was a 2nd rare there. We went ahead and loaded up on the Kargan War Leaders. We played an additional Halvar, so there's a Mythic as well we're including. So that's 3 that we got. And then we played 1 Icing Death Frost Tyrant. However, the Icing Death comes in one of the other decks, so we kind of get this one for free. So we're going to take advantage of that and include that in the list. Mostly because it is a flying creature, but when it dies, it does become an equipment, which helps this deck out quite a bit. Then we have Brunner Battlehammer. We talked about this earlier. We're going to go ahead and play an additional one. Brunner's only an uncommon, so it doesn't really hurt us to play an additional one there. And then Showdown of the Scalds, we kept the 1. The Lorehold Command, we kept the 1. So if you look over the list, we really only added, 3 rares, which is pretty nice. I would say if you want to make some adjustments here and you do have the extra resources, you could play another Akiri and another Maul of the Skyclaves, possibly removing like 1 Relic Axe is not bad, possibly a Dwarfhold Champion. But I do like that we have 21 creatures, we have 15 non-creatures, most of those are equipment. So every creature you have is going to be pretty substantial in this deck. And I do like the fact we were able to fit in all the Kargan War Leaders as well. So overall, this deck should be pretty pretty good, pretty fast, pretty efficient overall. If you like Boros decks or you want to play an equipment deck, this should be where you're at. Again, please remember, like, subscribe, share, support, do all that wonderful stuff to help this video series out, because these type of videos need all the help we can get. And that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.